not just across the table to help plan a service that truly reflects your loved one's story, whether it's a traditional farewell or a personalized celebration of life. We take time to understand your wishes and offer thoughtful guidance. At the heart of our organization is a dedicated manager who ensures that everything runs smoothly, from the smallest detail to the final farewell. We understand that choosing a casket or a coffin is a deeply personal decision. In our selection room, we provide a calm, respectful environment where families can take their time and explore options. Options that reflect their loved one's life, beliefs, and preference. Our spacious chapel is where memories are honored and lives are celebrated. Designed with serenity and warmth, it provides a welcoming space for families and friends to come together in reflection and remembrance. For families choosing cremation, we offer on-site professional cremation services in a setting that upholds dignity, peace, and confidentiality. Our crematorium offers a seamless and respectful alternative to traditional burial, giving families flexibility while maintaining the highest standard of care.
You're viewing Tobago Updates Television, your exclusive gateway to Tobago, broadcasting the beauty of this island paradise to the world.
Because oncology is a illness that most people think is the end of life and oh gosh, my family member is dying, there are a lot of support for patients.
You're moving from place to place, place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Good morning, and welcome to the morning show here on Tobago Updates Television. It is Thursday, the 23rd day of October 2025, and we're coming to you live from the Port Mall here in Scarborough, Tobago. I am Adana Kumbi. This is the day the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it.
Good morning, and my name is Akinanabi Hola. Yes, and it's Thursday, October the 23rd. Yes, we're just one day away, Adana, from Tobago Carnival. This weekend promises to be an exciting one. We know a lot of persons are up in the island, are up here from Trinidad and across the world, yes, and they're here to have fun in the Tobago sun. Maybe the Tobago rain, as we see the weather, has been quite wet for the past couple of days. But Adana, are you excited for Tobago Carnival?
Well, by no means am I a party goer. Everybody here and
Yes.
all of our viewers know that I am not a party goer. In fact, I will be in church.
Yes.
But what I can say is, for the island, I am happy for the boost in the economy, because we're going to have so many tourists on the island. In fact, people are already here on the island. We know that there's going to be patronage for so many vendors and business owners here on the island.
That's
We're talking
correct.
about the guest houses, the hotels. We're talking about the food vendors. We're talking about even the corner stores, the corner shop, the snow cone vendor.
Taxi drivers, all sorts of persons.
And tour guides,
Tour guides.
and I'm so happy that we can have that boost at this time of the year. I'm really happy that people are coming to experience our culture, not just Carnival. Although the Carnival is the main featured attraction, there are still so many things that people can participate in on the island while they are here. So I really am happy to see the buzz on the island and to see that people are engaging in who we are. Let's talk about food. One thing, when people come to Tobago, we have to talk about food. So they're going to be getting all of those parts of the culture. They're going to have the experiences, and that is what I'm happy about. And also that our vendors are going to have a few dollars in their pockets for this season. So that is what I'm looking forward to and excited about in this period. And I mean, the island looks pretty. I must give Festivals Commission the roses,
They always do a good job with the marketing, the flyers, the banners, that kind of thing. Those boxes that they have on the roundabouts, they always make the place look
as if
pretty,
something's happening. Yes,
and they bring that excitement to the atmosphere.
That's right. So viewers, for those of you who have not yet made it to the island of Tobago, I mean, I heard Caribbean Airlines put on additional flights. So see if you could bag yourself a flight and get over here and enjoy what we have to offer on the island of Tobago. You will not regret it. We're so happy that you're here this morning, joining us as we go through the conversations that you want to be a part of. Remember, you can leave your comments on our Facebook live stream and our YouTube channel at Tobago Updates. But before we get into all of those conversations, we head on over to the news in 90 seconds.
Thank you, Adana. Here is your news in 90 seconds for Thursday, 23rd October 2025. Jaim vs. Thomas triumphs again at Soca Titans 2025. Last night at Carnival City in Market Square with Charge Energy, patrons witnessed history as Verse clinched the Tobago Soca Titans, crowned for a second consecutive year. His dynamic performance of Paradise not only thrilled fans, but also made him the first artist to win back-to-back titles in the competition's history. Kidani impressed the judges with Shake It to secure second place, while Tam Tam energized the crowd with Lean finishing third. Up next, 11 finalists are set to take the stage this evening at Carnival City for the finals of the Tuco Tobago Calypso Monarch 2025 competition. 10 contenders will challenge reigning 2024 Calypso Monarch Nicole Thomas Clark for the coveted title. The finalists includes Alex Giff, Delani Baines, Dylan Thomas, Dion Phillips, Giselle Fraser, Jacqueline Reed, Rhonda John, Roslyn Reed, Wendell Frederick, and Wendy Garrick. And finally, Justice Ronnie Budu Singh is Trinidad and Tobago's 9th Chief Justice. Budu Singh was sworn in yesterday after receiving his instrument of appointment from Acting President Wade Mark at President's House. This was witnessed by dignitaries including outgoing Chief Justice Iva Archie. In his address, Budu Singh pledged to serve with humility and strengthen the judiciary, expressing gratitude to Archie for 18 years of transformative leadership, including the introduction of virtual courts and electronic filing. With a background spanning academia and the Court of Appeal, Budu Singh vowed to build on the legacy of his predecessors and advance judicial excellence. And that was your news in 90 seconds.
Thank you, Biana, for our news there in 90 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, we head on over to our birthday shout-outs. And of course, in true Tobago update style, we start off the celebrations by saying happy birthday this morning going out to Javan Edwards. Javan Edwards is celebrating a birthday today, and we say happy birthday to you. We do hope that you have a wonderful and amazing birthday today, and we pray God's blessings upon your life. So happy birthday to you.
We continue and we say happy birthday to Miss Teresa Allen. Miss Teresa Allen, we say happy birthday to you. God richest blessings on your special day, and we pray that you stay safe today and you take that time to reflect on all that God has done for you. You surround yourself with family and friends and those that love you and positive energy, and we wish you all the best today.
And we say happy birthday to Tyrone Brown. Tyrone Brown is celebrating as well today. And we say happy birthday to Tyrone. And we hope that you have a wonderful and amazing birthday today. We pray God's blessings upon your life. And I know this weekend, this carnival weekend, you'll be very busy. So I do hope that your hands become prosperous in all that you do this weekend. And our final birthday celebrant, do you know this person on screen? Somebody out there must know this individual, and he is celebrating a birthday today. Yes, today is his birthday. Somebody type in the chat on our Facebook page his name. Somebody got to tell us his name this morning. We say happy birthday to Akinlabi Kelechi Sekibo Holder. Yes, I'm giving you his full government name today. Akinlabi is celebrating his birthday today, and we do say happy birthday to you, Akinlabi. We pray God's blessings upon your life, and as you continue to work with us, that we continue to have wonderful experiences together. Whatever you do, wherever you go for this weekend or whatever, even as you step into this new chapter and this new phase, this new season of your life, that you enjoy peace, joy, love, happiness, and all the goodness you wish for yourself. We here at Tobago Updates Television, we wish the very same for you. So happy birthday, guys. If you see how Akinlabi is blushing on set, I want us to cut away from these birthday these photos, and I want us to come straight to Akinlabi because he's blushing non-stop on set this morning. Akinlabi, is your birthday, boy, so what we doing?
We're working this morning.
That's just a disguise, guys. That's a disguise. We're working this morning. Wink. You know, and I really do hope that you have an amazing birthday today. You get to, relax. You get to, reflect and just have a wonderful birthday. So not just today, but the entire season becomes really wonderful for you. That you see your dreams and all of these things come through. So happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, my co-host. Happy birthday. God bless you.
Thank you.
So who are we having conversations with this morning, Akinlabi? Tell the people.
This morning we're having conversations with Anita Taylor, who is the District Director and Chief of Staff to Congresswoman Yvette de Klerk, and they're going to talk about the Congresswoman's visit to Tobago. Also, we're going to talk to Delicia Burris, who is the founder of Glorious Touch TT, which is a health and wellness, and she's a health and wellness expert. And she's going to be talking about footwear and foot care for the carnival. And in our Women in Business segment, we're going to be talking with Miss Curleen Sandimora, and she's going to be talking about her business, Careless Embroidery.
All right, thank you so much. And of course, viewers, we do hope that you can be a part of the conversation. Remember, you can leave your comments on our Facebook live stream and our YouTube channel at Tobago Updates. And for those of you who are joining us on AMPLIA 102 and Flow 121 and 130, we welcome you. And guess what? We are now on Digicel on channel 33, so you can join us over there as well. Yes, we do want to hear from you. We do want you to be a part of the conversations. And remember, it's because of you why we remain relevant, why we remain #1. So thank you so very much. Before we begin all of these conversations in studio this morning, we have to head on for a break, and as we go, we invite you to help us.
Share the live, share the live, share the live.
We'll be right back.
With Flow Business's new smart solutions, powered by super fast, reliable broadband, you'll feel like there are more versions of you working for you. From website design, development, and digital marketing to promote your business, 24/7 business class support to cloud solutions, security, and more. Multiply your growth today.
Tobago, are you ready to light up the night? Join us for the Lambo Credit Union's Moonlight Miles for Diabetes Glow Walk 2025.
On Saturday, November 15th at Cano Bay Nature Resort, we'll walk, glow, and raise awareness for a healthier tomorrow.
From 5:30 to 9:30 p.m. Bring your family and friends for plenty glow energy.
Registration is just $180 per person, or grab your crew of 5 for only $150 each.
Sign up online or at Lambo Credit Union branches before October 31st.
For more registration and payment details, visit lambocreditunion.com and search Moonlight Miles today.
Tobago Carnival. Neon is coming. Presenting the mashup king himself, DJ Kai, alongside the voice of the people, Boy Boy. The dynamic duo bringing pure fire to the road, CSI Khaled and Selecta Stefan. And Tobago's own, the people's champion, DJ Big Youth. This is Neon Night Mass. One road, one rhythm, one experience. Tobago Carnival 2025. We outside.
That's essentially the main catalyst which drove Frenzy Mass. I mean, all of us would have done a lot of things together. And this was just the next step now, evolution. We lime, we party. So why don't we take all of that and bring it into Tobago, into a form of mass where we could go on Gallivant and do the same thing where other people could see what we do it on a bigger stage.
But at this point in time, I think Frenzy is important to me. So I decided to put some energies there. It's our first year Tobago Carnival. You know, we now partner with Iconic Mass, and it's our first time. So I felt like, yeah, just see, come and really stamp your name and make that presence from the mass side of things. So that's the vibe, Frenzy Mass. Really excited for Tobago this year.
Love to see the girl bend over. Arch your back, me girl. Arch your back, arch your back. Start to arch it. Slack me girl. Arch your back, arch your back. So we can say 1, 2, tie up your shoe. 3, 4, bend back more. 5, 6, no time for tricks. Wine like a feeling for sticks. So I want you bend like you forget to cream your leg. Hold on by your ankle them. Not just you, girl, you want your friend and you want your friend. Hold me girl and worry. In Frenzy Mass. Watching out there. That is what I was seeing. Rocking it slow. That is what I was seeing.
The official hub for Tobago Carnival 2025. Tobago Updates presents the We Carnival series, where mass meets culture. Stay locked in for your chance to win tickets to hottest carnival events, a carnival bar hopping experience for you and your crew, and a weekend stay at Mandalina Grand Hotel. It's happening right here. Tobago Updates, We Carnival.
Don't stop me, I'm walking on a bam bam. Big energy. If you see the size on
goals, we've got them. At S&R Hair Fantasy, we provide a wide variety of quality hair, the latest hair accessories, adult toys, skin lightening products, female underwear, and much more under one roof. Check us out on Shelbourne Street in Plymouth or call us at 317-0808. We're open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. S&R Hair Fantasy for queens who know exactly what they want.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Welcome back to the morning show here on Tobago Updates Television, and thank you so much for staying with us. We begin conversations this morning in studio and we speak with Anita Taylor, and she is the District Director and Chief of Staff to Congresswoman Yvette D. Clarke, and she is here in Tobago to have a true Tobago experience. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning,
Adana.
and Akim. Thank you so much for having me. This is such an amazing experience that I want to thank my the person that invited me, who is Angela Cooper. I wanted to make sure that during this vacation time, I connect with the folks, the Tobagan folks, because Congresswoman Clarke represents one of the largest community from Tobago. In our district, we represent 750,000 folks, and in that it's mostly Caribbean. And so we wanted to make sure that we connect so that we can, I could take back my findings to my member to see how we can enhance all the services that we provide to our community, and to make sure that we understand each culture of every diaspora.
And you've been in Tobago for a couple of days, I assume. Yes. And I know where you are based in the U.S. You have, as you mentioned before, interactions with Caribbean communities and Tobago community as well. Have you been able to identify similarities in your interactions in the U.S. As to when you came to Tobago and you saw the grassroots Tobagonians here on the island?
Absolutely. First of all, I commend the folks in the community. You all are very warm people, and so I don't feel like a stranger. You all made me feel welcome, and I am originally from Costa Rica, and it's funny, even though we speak Spanish, we have so many similarities in our culture, because we have Calypso night as well when we have our events, and so this was a reminder that we are united and that we are close to one another and that our culture are similar.
I'm reading your bio here. And I know that you take it very seriously in terms of working on projects to enhance the life and the livelihoods of persons, especially in the Caribbean diaspora where you are. What are some of the projects that are near and dear to your heart that you really think is really good in terms of integrating culture and ensuring people have a wonderful experience?
So one of the things then that, we have different events. There is a Tobago Day that every year gets put on there. And so what we do is that we sort of attend and give certificates or proclamation to folks that made a difference in their community. We want to make sure that they understand that we are there for them. One of the major issues with the Caribbean per se is immigration. As we all know, especially what is happening currently, immigration is a top priority for us to make sure that the immigrants have their papers in order, to make sure that if they apply, where are they in the process, to make sure that they are not one of those that get deported. So what we do is that they would reach out to us and say, I apply for my mother, I apply for my father, I apply for someone, and I want to know the status. And so we now reach out to USCIS to find out where are they in the process. So right now we have a whole lot of folks coming into our office because of what is happening. We have cases where people go to 26 Federal Plaza. They might have came here and documented and got a BAWA or got citizenship in the means of maybe getting married or something like that, and have to go to court to certify or to make sure that their process is continuing, and they get arrested by ICE and get deported. So we are trying to be that middle person to make sure that that does not happen to our Caribbean community, especially the Tobagans.
Right. So, Ms. Taylor, are you speaking about working along with the immigrants to regularize them and make sure that their documents are in order? Do you do it on an individual basis, or are there NGOs that are Caribbean specific that you'll work with to get better integration into the community?
So in the United States, there's 3 branches of government. You have federal, you have state, and you have city. We are in charge of any federal issue that for immigration falls under that. And so we reach out directly to USCIS, but we also work with some of the NGOs. For example, if someone don't have the means of paying for the application, then we will forward and send them to these organizations where they might be able to waive their fees, or maybe they need an attorney and they don't have the means of paying for an attorney. So we would send them to these particular NGOs to help them out.
So you have worked extensively with our Caribbean people, of course, being a Costa Rican and, understanding the culture and having that type of engagement. So let's talk some fun now. We're in Tobago and we're here on vacation. And of course, you mentioned your vacation is kind of like a working vacation because you're scouting the ground to see how best you can, implement some strategies to help people in the diaspora right now. So what are some of the things you've enjoyed so far since you've been on the island of Tobago?
Oh my God, the food. The food. I mean, it's funny because the curry, everything curry. For the first time, I had pigtail curry. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And then I had the pilori. Then I had the roti. And so by the time I get home, I'm probably going to be 10 pounds.
We came in the time when we had festivities because we just celebrated Diwali. So that's why you had all that curry.
Exactly. And it was delicious. I look forward to continue this journey. I'm leaving next week, but so far, this has been an amazing experience. So my country in Costa Rica, where in my village, we also having carnival during this time. And so for me, it was, let me come to the real carnival.
That's what's up.
That's what's up. The steel band, the steel pans. I mean, to just look at a pan like that and see music coming out of it is such a great experience. And to see all the local calypsonians that I was like, my goodness, I mean, everyone have a voice. I had to ask somebody, do y'all go to school to sing like this? Is there because everyone sound incredible. And so we are hoping that some of these local artists will come to the Caribbean, the Tobago Day next year to show their talent, because it's a lot. It's beautiful, and it's sort of a labor of love when you see them up there, you know, that like they just get into their zone. And it's such amazing to see, and I think that that's something that they should really embody and show the world.
And for the days coming up, what are you looking forward to attending? What
Oh my God. For starters, tomorrow night.
Yes.
Oh my God, I am going to see Marshall for the first time.
Oh, wow.
And then Nadia, and I was like, oh my God, I can't wait. So and for me, it was important for me to see him in his space, right? I could have seen him in New York. But for me, it was important to see him in his space because this is where he grew up. This is where he's from. And so I'm so excited to be able to experience this.
Right. And in terms of, we mentioned offset before we started the interview, you were talking about the warmth of the people. So tell us about in terms of the reception you receive from the Tobago people, because that is something our visitors always talk about.
So to be quite honest, I knew that my member, Congresswoman Yvette Clarke, we help Caribbean people. But I was surprised that when I mentioned where I work and who I work for, how so many people knew who we were.
Wow.
And to see that people was even mentioning the certificates and the proclamation that we give out. I was taken back for a minute, and when I said, "Oh, I'm Anita Taylor from Congresswoman Clark's office," they was like, "Oh, you Anita? Oh, you gave me a proclamation this time, and the Congresswoman, I came to her office, and she was able to help me navigate my immigration, or she was able to help me get food on my table, or whatever the case might be." And so that kind of set me back a little bit, but in a good way, because now I realize that we are really touching our community like we should, and that we are really helping our community like we should. For me, this is a labor of love, right? I am also an immigrant, and so you have to be able to experience that to know what they're going through, because going through the immigration process is not easy. So you have to be able to feel that you are heard, and that someone is there in your corner helping you through the process. And that made me feel so good, knowing that people were able to come back here because they were able to get their papers through, and now they are U.S. citizens, and be able to come back to their country to experience this lovely carnival.
Wow. You know, in rounding up now, what are some of the things you think you will take back home, based on your observations and your experiences here? What are some of the things you think, I'm definitely taking this back home?
So for me is the warmness, is the culture, is the Calypsonians, how they were on stage, and there were this one particular Calypsonian that say, just give me something you want me to sing about, like the spirit of the moment. And so they gave him a word or something, and he right then and there was able to come up with a song, and I was like, oh my God, this is talent. And so for me, that's why I say I think that coming to Tobago Day and some of these artists to be able to participate, it will be amazing for us in the United States to see all this talent.
You know, I feel excited for you being here, and I really want you to continue to experience the beauty of our culture, our people, our food, who we are as the authenticity of who we are as a people. Because I'm telling you, we really are cool people, aren't we? We're cool people, you know. And so I really hope that you continue to enjoy the experience, and when you get back to home, where you call home now, that you are able to brag about your experience here on the island of Tobago.
Definitely will. This has been an amazing experience. This is one of my most memorable experience so far. And I know there's more to come because I understand that tomorrow is when it really starts.
Yes.
So you know, I'm going to rub myself over the Bengay and with everything because I heard it's from morning to night.
Yes.
But I look forward to that. And I want to thank you all for this welcoming and thank you all for holding it down for the people down here as well.
Right.
You know, it's not often that you are able to communicate. Like, you know, there are people that is in the United States that have not come back here for many years because they don't have their papers. And so to be able to have their family here taken care of is less pressure for them. And hopefully one day they can take the plane to come over.
That's right. That's right. Thank you so much for all that you do for us as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been speaking with Anita Taylor, District Director and Chief of Staff to Congresswoman Yvette D. Clarke. She's in Tobago and she's ready to have a wonderful time. In fact, because of you, Tobago, she's already started having an amazing time. So I must say thank you for always being so warm to our guests and for showing them a wonderful, wonderful time. Look out for her. She might be somewhere around at some event you might be attending throughout the carnival season. Well, we have to go for a short break before we continue conversations here in studio. And as we go, we invite you to help us. Share the live, share the live, share the live. We'll be right back.
Tobago, are you ready to light up the night? Join us for the Lambo Credit Union's Moonlight Miles for Diabetes Glow Walk 2025.
On Saturday, November 15th at Cano Bay Nature Resort, we'll walk, glow, and raise awareness for a healthier tomorrow.
From 5:30 to 9:30 p.m. Bring your family and friends for plenty glow energy.
Registration is just $180 per person, or grab your crew of 5 for only $150 each.
Sign up online or at Lambo Credit Union branches before October 31st.
For more registration and payment details, visit lambocreditunion.com and search Moonlight Miles today.
The official hub for Tobago Carnival 2025. Tobago Updates presents the We Carnival series, where mass meets culture. Stay locked in for your chance to win tickets to hottest carnival events, a carnival bar hopping experience for you and your crew, and a weekend stay at Mandalina Grand Hotel. It's happening right here. Tobago Updates, We Carnival.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meats served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules, or if you are having a cooking day off.
put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Good morning and welcome back to the Tobago Updates Morning Show. We continue our conversations, and in studio we have Miss Delicia Boris, who is the founder of Glorious Touch TT, and she is also a health and wellness expert. And she's here to talk about footwear and foot care for the carnival. Yes, Tobago Carnival begins tomorrow. And if you don't know what your footwear and your foot care routine is going to be like over this weekend, well, Miss Boris is here to let you know. She's here to give you some education. So good morning and welcome, Miss Boris.
Good morning. Thank you for having me here.
So let's talk about Glorious Touch TT. What was the inspiration to start Glorious Touch TT?
Well, my inspiration was actually my late grandfather. He had limited mobility and diabetic. We couldn't find anyone to help take care of him, to do diabetic pedicures. Knowing that I was already in the medical field, I went and learned how to do diabetic pedicures and fell in love with it. I love dealing with fungal infection, corn calluses, and knowing that I grew up around doing these type of things, I love seeing the before and after of people's feet. I love helping people not feeling embarrassed about any type of issues they had with people's feet and having a safe haven for others to come, deal with those things. And with that, the whole Glorious Touch came to be.
And so we're talking about Carnival, Tobago Carnival. What are some of the issues? I know this most likely wouldn't be your first time delving into footwear and foot care for Tobago Carnival, but for Carnival in general. And what are some of the issues that you see keep popping up, rearing its head every year during this time of the year?
I know for sure some of the issues I've been seeing is a lot of calluses, corns, fungal infections, and that has happened due to the type of footwear. With some people that don't be wearing the correct footwear due to sizes, it has been squeezing on the feet for long hours, and with that they need to be cautious of what they're doing. I always recommend, especially to my clients who does want to be playing for Carnival, to make sure and wear shoes such as sneakers with proper arch support, make sure that is well fitted, make sure you have wiggle room, no constant friction and irritation. Always wear something that is comfortable. I know for some clients, they will want to wear something like boots or high heels, which is fashionable, but make sure and get something that is also comfortable, like Dr. Scholl's. They have insoles that you could stick on into the insoles, so you could be on your feet for hours on end and still enjoy Carnival.
So we know that for the past couple of days there have been quite a lot of rain.
Yes.
In terms of rain wetting your feet during the Carnival celebrations, how does that sometimes impact person's foot care?
With the rain, it could actually enhance your risk of getting a fungal infection, as fungus love warm, damp, and more wet and dark places. And people are more prone to getting it, especially if they have closed feet, also for diabetics, and they need to be very cautious. So if your feet have just gotten wet, as soon as you reach home, make sure shower and dry between your toes. That is why I always still recommend wear sneakers, break it in, and wear socks as well. It will be much more better and protecting your feet to make sure and cut down the risk of getting an infection.
And would you also recommend to persons to walk with an extra pair of shoes in their backpack or anything like that in case rain falls?
Yes, I do recommend that as well, because you want to have fun in Carnival and you don't want to be thinking about the what if. You actually not thinking about that. So walk with extra shoes, walk with extra socks, especially as diabetics. You will have diabetics who want to take part in Carnival. Make sure you still get the all clear from your doctor. Walk with a pair of shoes, make sure they are well fitted, no constant rubbing and friction in the shoes. Also, if you have any issues with your feet, like corn, calluses, ingrown toenails, for example, make sure and deal with that before you go out, because while being on your feet for hours on end, it can actually make the issue worse. So that is why it is very crucial, and for diabetics as well, lastly, walk with water and healthy snacks to keep your sugar levels at a normal range.
And you probably see a number of clients post-carnival. What are some of the pieces of advice that you would give to persons who may actually end up with foot issues after the celebrations?
My recommendation, make sure and soak your feet, relax yourself. You could do at-home pedicure or go to the spa. They can check your feet if you notice any brittle nails, ingrown, corns. Make sure and seek and get those sorted out immediately. For some, they want to wait until, or if you're in a lot of pain, go to a health spa or to your nearest health center as soon as you can. If you want to go and relax with a massage because it aches and pains, so being on your feet for hours on end, make sure and just relax, know your body, or even get a facial because you're outside with all the smoke, everything. Get a facial done, you'll feel more relaxed and getting ready to go back out to work.
So you spoke about shoes. And you stated that you recommend sneakers as the best option.
Yes.
Break it in, be comfortable in it, and wear that, as opposed to boots or high heels. But we know that some persons still going to do the boots or the high heels. But in terms of the sneakers, are there particular brands that you think are best suited for the rigors of the road?
Getting the proper name brands will be recommended, but not everyone could afford it. But my main concern is once you're comfortable, you have the proper arch support, and the comfortable insoles is my main concern because you need to be comfortable as you've been on the road for hours. For some people just actually like to buy the shoes online and bring it down. But my main thing, try to at least break it in 1 week in advance. And I know Carnival is just right around the corner. Try to at least walk with it around the house if you feel comfortable. If you're noticing it rubbing a lot, try to get another shoes. It must be well fitted, not too tight, not too loose. Because you have more of a risk of getting an ingrown or corn with those type of shoes. Once you feel comfortable and you could be standing on it for hours on end, that's my main concern.
And you said that make sure that it has good arch support, but could you just explain to persons what arch support is?
Sure. When you have proper arch support, it's helping with your heels and also your soles. With the heels, it's making sure you can stand up with long hours without any pain or discomfort. And that's the main thing. For some people, they like to buy shoes and they're just feeling a lot of discomfort, pain, and they have to take it off after a while. Some people will bear the pain no matter what because they don't want to change or they don't have no shoes to change. And that shouldn't be happening. That's why it's important to get proper proper soles, or they could buy the Dr. Scholl's insoles and add it in for much added support.
And the weekend is starting, the activities are going to get really intense, even all during this week, but from Friday, from tomorrow, it's going to really pick up. Are there any services that Glorious Touch TT would be offering the public that persons could reach out to you if there's some sort of emergency?
Yes, we have the different types of services such as called foot restoration. If you have 2 or more type of issues like fungal infection, corns, calluses, all those things, we just specialize in that. So they can contact us at 477-3110. And we also do house calls as well because I know for some people, they'll be at their hotels, villas, anywhere they are staying. We can come directly to them.
Okay, and you have any last bit of information you want to give the public concerning footwear and foot care before you close off the interview?
Yes, I just always tell my clients or everyone, your hands and feet, never take a day off, always take care of them. So make sure and take care of your feet. Every year, I just always notice with clients, they just come, have a great time, and then you'll always be hearing this happened, that happened. Don't let this year be the same, please. Make sure and take care of your feet. They carry you everywhere.
All right, thank you very much, Ms. Delicia Burris, who is the founder of Glorious Touch TT, and she's also a health and wellness expert, giving us a bit of well received advice on footwear and foot care for the carnival. We know we like to fit from sun up till sundown. We're on the road whole day, but you need to take care of your feet, ladies and gentlemen. We have to go for a short break, and when we come back, we're going to be talking women in business. So do us a favor. Share the live, share the live, share the live. We'll be right back after these messages.
The Caribbean is more than just a place. It's a spirit, resilient, vibrant, and full of possibility. It's who we are and the heart of everything we do. For over 150 years, we've been right here, invested in the Caribbean, its people, and its progress. And today, we're going even further. We're deepening our commitment to the region, continuing to invest in the networks, services, and digital solutions that move Caribbean businesses forward. Whether you are a mid-sized business or multinational player, we bring you resilient connectivity, personalized service, and tailored IT solutions, all powered by local teams that truly have your back. We're here to help you navigate challenges, grow, and achieve your goals with practical solutions, reliable networks, and a partnership rooted in trust and your long-term success. Liberty Business, rooted in the Caribbean, committed to you.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
The official hub for Tobago Carnival 2025. Tobago Updates presents the We Carnival series, where mass meets culture. Stay locked in for your chance to win tickets to hottest carnival events, a carnival bar hopping experience for you and your crew, and a weekend stay at Mandalina Grand Hotel. It's happening right here. Tobago Updates, We Carnival.
The road is calling. Tobago Carnival. Neon is coming. Presenting the Mashup King himself, DJ Kai, alongside the voice of the people, Boy Boy. The dynamic duo bringing pure fire to the road, CSI Khaled and Selecta Stefan. And Tobago's own, the people's champion, DJ Big Youth. This is Neon Night Mass. One road, one rhythm, one experience. Tobago Carnival 2025. We outside.
when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning.
Tobago Updates Television recognizes women in business. Every Thursday morning on The Morning Show, we engage with women-owned and operated businesses from right here in Tobago. We'll discover these women, their businesses, what inspired their business, their highs and their lows, and their encouragement to you. Join me, your host, Adana Kambi, this and every Thursday on The Morning Show from 7:40 a.m. as we celebrate and encourage women in business. Welcome back to The Morning Show here on Tobago Updates Television, and thank you so much for staying with us. Well, we've made it to the Women in Business segment, and this morning we speak with Mrs. Curleen Sandy Mora, and her business is called Careless Embroidery, and we're going to get straight into the conversation. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Of course, a pleasure having you here, and every time I interview a woman in the Women in Business segment, it gives me such joy, and I feel so happy to see so many women in Tobago thriving and, you know, trying to earn a second stream of income, additional streams of income rather than the traditional 8 to 4, because I know, you know, the economy kind of calls for it. We had to find other means. So we want to talk about your business this morning. What was the thing that's, well, first of all, about your business? What is the business about?
Careless Embroidery Customization. We customize anything, Tobago, anything generally, from company logos to school logos to custom merch for Tobago, right? And that's what I want to do. I just want to ensure that any visitor that comes to Tobago leave with something Tobago branded.
Right, and I was going to ask, what was the reason behind, you know, setting up and establishing this business?
Initially, it was about ensuring that I could afford to send my children to university. But with me being a creative, I love home so much, and we only see things Tobago branded when we go to the airport.
Right.
But I wanted to be able to give that type of access to anybody anyway. To be able to, you know, just walk around town, you see it, you pick it up and you go with it, and you can say, well, this, I got this some Careless. Or it have, like the cups we have here this morning with the Tobago sayings, you know, a little of everything that Tobago offers, the love that we offer.
Right, and I like that. And you know, I'm looking at the prints on the mugs, and I'm using a mug this morning with for my coffee. It says Tobago Love. And even your T-shirt says Tobago Love, and I could feel the fact that you do have a love for Tobago. In terms of quality, because, you know, sometimes people say, I don't know why they say these things, but we have good quality stuff here on the island of Tobago. How important is it for you to ensure that the items you produce can stand up to any quality checks?
The Tobago name. I am Careless, I am Curleen, and anything that I produce, I want persons to be able to say, this is something good, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to share. You had an interviewer just now, I heard her talking about Tobago, this and that, and when she came outside, I gave her Tobago merch because I want the experience, that Tobago experience, that genuine love, that authenticity that we have. It has to be a must, so that anywhere you see these things, you know it's something good. It comes from a place of Tobago love.
Right. And you know, getting into business, there are things that it comes with challenges.
Yes.
It's not a smooth road, you know. So what are some of the challenges you've had to face, whether it's setting up the business or running the business, and how were you able to overcome these challenges?
Challenges, balancing, because I'm a mom, I'm a wife, and I also have my 8 to 4. So there's that creating a balance. That's the first thing, ensuring that my family has my time as well as the business. Financially, it wasn't easy to set up the business, but it was, I want to say it was God ordained, because years ago when I got my back pay from THA, I said, God, I needed to do something to ensure that I have money to take care of my children. And I took my entire back pay and I went and I bought the machines. And I started with my girlfriend Lisa, and we pushed, because we used to do decorating before. But then for me, decorating became so saturated, everybody doing it, So I came out of that and I started to do this.
And how has the business been doing in terms of people buying in and ensuring that the product, that you're moving products and you're seeing, you know, the engagement with your customers?
Everything has a season. So I have my school time season, I have my Christmas time, I have my Valentine's season. But I don't just want the business to be about seasons. I want the business to be every day. So that's one of the reasons I created the Tobago Love brand, because a lot of people now are talking Tobago love, Tobago this, Tobago that. But that genuine love and passion for Tobago, for me, is different. Because I lived outside of Trinidad and Tobago. I lived, and home, did love the feeling that when you're outside, you just miss home, you know. So I want any Trinidadian, Tobagonians who live abroad to have a little piece of Tobago love, because we share it with all the visitors that come.
Right.
Just by the way we act, the way we behave, the way we, embrace them. So Tobago is such a beautiful place.
And I believe that you really love Tobago, because now I'm looking at your earrings and I'm seeing it's a Tobago earring.
Yes.
So I know that this is genuine. And some of the items that you procure for this particular set here, I'm seeing different things. I'm seeing earrings, purses, what is this? A keychain.
Keychain.
Swizzle stick kind of keychain.
Yes. And there's also, I made the mini books as well with these local sayings. So I would have used Deborah Morbenge's book.
Right.
And pulled the Tobago sayings from it. And created the little books. It's just a little notebook that you could just open and write your little notes here and there. But it has the Tobago saying in the Tobago twang. And then she also had the English, the standard English version.
Right.
So for persons like me who don't necessarily speak the twang very well, we also have the English.
So I like the fact that you've integrated the culture, the dialogue, our lingo, and you've used the intelligence of a Tobago local as well to incorporate into. So it really is Tobago centric here, and I really, really like that, And, if you were to talk to a woman who is trying to get into business, or who is already in business and probably struggling and thinking, I really can't make it, and I'm ready to pack it up, what kind of advice would you give to that person?
First and foremost, talk to God. God is the center of everything. Without Him, we can do nothing. And don't give up. I've been in business over 9 years. Some days are better than some. Some seasons are better than some, but giving up is not an option. You started your business with a purpose. Don't forget why you started it in the first place. And don't lose sight of your vision, your goal. Sometimes we get into business and we forget, we feel we reach and we forget why we started. But never lose sight of your purpose, what you really want to do, the message that you really want to send out. I want to send a message where giving up is not an option. I want my children to know that continued, I don't want to say struggle, but the push to make things better for them, living a better life, is what is important for me. And this is my way of showing my children, listen, you could do it. You can do anything you put your mind to, because that's the mindset I have. And they're like, you always smile and you're always happy, you always say, yes, I am, because I believe in a God who created me. And if He didn't create me and give me the gifts and talents that I have, then I couldn't share it with the world.
Right.
So don't give up, just push.
That was strong. That was a lot. I like that. And if persons wanted to get items from you, or they wanted to customize, because I know companies, they're looking for customizations and stuff, how can they contact you?
My contact number is 868-343-3174. I also have Kalis_customization Instagram, Kalis Embroidery Customization on Facebook. And I'm also on TikTok. So I tried a little TikTok now, right? So I'm here.
Right.
I'm here, I'm ready. I do a lot of work for schools, for churches, for anybody who require it. And even for the visitors that want something, I'm also here. Because I don't want, I just don't want people to come to Tobago, we dance for the carnival, we enjoy the carnival. But because it's also carnival, leave with a little Tobago love and a little piece somewhere. Take something back with you to represent the time that you would share here in and out of season.
That's right. And I quite like it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm speaking with Curleen Sandy Mora of Kalis Embroidery, and I'm telling you, I am not sure if the camera is doing justice to the merchandise that is here. If you see the mugs, the wrap on these mugs is really beautiful. It really is. And what I like about it, as I mentioned before, is the fact that you use Tobago stuff to get this done. So if you are a woman in business and you want to be featured here, you can contact us so we can talk about your business as well. And remember, if you're thinking about that business, go for it. Put God first and keep pushing. All things are possible. Just remember, to keep him at the center of it all. Well, we're not ending the morning show here. I know by now you're thinking, okay, it's the end of the morning show, but we have something special for you. So we do want you to stay with us as we head on into the next interview. And as we go, we invite you to help us. Share the live, share the live, share the live. We'll be right back.
Tobago, are you ready to light up the night? Join us for the Lambo Credit Union's Moonlight Miles for Diabetes Glow Walk 2025.
On Saturday, November 15th at Cano Bay Nature Resort, we'll walk, glow, and raise awareness for a healthier tomorrow.
From 5:30 to 9:30 p.m. Bring your family and friends for plenty glow energy.
Registration is just $180 per person, or grab your crew of 5 for only $150 each.
Sign up online or at Lambo Credit Union branches before October 31st.
For more registration and payment details, visit lambocreditunion.com and search Moonlight Miles today.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, buljoil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meats served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
The official hub for Tobago Carnival 2025. Tobago Updates presents the We Carnival series, where mass meets culture. Stay locked in for your chance to win tickets to hottest carnival events, a carnival bar hopping experience for you and your crew, and a weekend stay at Mandalina Grand Hotel. It's happening right here. Tobago Updates, We Carnival.
Don't stop me, I'm walking on a bam bam big energy. If you see the size on that bam bam big
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Good morning and welcome back to the Tobago Updates Morning Show. We just have one short interview. Yes, we have one more interview before we close off this morning's program. And we have in studio with us Mr. Sherwin Elcock, who is the founder of DEF Academy. Yes, DEF Academy. And he's here to talk about the DEF Academy training program. Good morning and welcome, sir.
Good morning, sir. It's our pleasure to be here this morning. Pleasure to be in Tobago. I'm enjoying it. Really enjoying it.
So tell us, what does DEF stand for?
It's David Elite Football Academy. We've been running 2 years now in England, and I'm bringing that home to Trinidad and Tobago. We were in Trinidad last week. Now we obviously in Tobago to bring that training and development program for players and mostly coaches to understand the correct development method to train their players for international.
Okay, and just tell us what the elements of the training program will be about, when the program is, if there's a cost to the program, and so forth.
All right, first element, we will be dealing with lack of understanding your role as a coach. Second element is the players understanding the correct development and what it takes to develop correctly, the manner, the body language, the behavior on the pitch, off the pitch. All of the things will be explained and be taught in that program.
So I want you to explain to persons that this isn't really like you coming back from England and is a talking down to, but it's more of a enlightening in terms of what the requirements are in Europe for players to really integrate properly into that footballing culture and system.
It's very important that, I love what you said, it's very important that I make myself really, really clear to Tobago. I am not here to talk down on anybody or make anybody feel littled. I am here to share what I have learned in England for the coaches. I am about development. I'm not about going to a tournament and yes, I've won all the tournament for this. That's not what I'm about. I'm about to take what I've learned for these 8 years to bring home so coaches, players, parents could understand what is development, what is required in England and Europe to make it. Because a lot of players have dreams and goals and visions, but do you understand what it takes to enter into Europe, to enter into England? And that is what I'm about. That's what DEF Football Academy is about, to help share that information, that development tactics, what we need to do. So it's important for coaches to put aside that mindset and come out and say, I always say to people, don't judge me by words, judge me on the pitch. Come, judge me on the pitch.
And for persons who might be questioning who you are, what your qualifications are, what your achievements are, to warrant you that authority to come and speak to us about that, just share persons your achievements, your qualifications that give you that authoritative voice on this matter.
Currently, I am doing finishing my B license. I have about another 6 more weeks to finish my B license. I just want to say that British qualification is totally different to Trinidad and Tobago qualifications. It's way advanced. So we will say Trinidad, you have your C, you have your A, you have your B. It's way advanced to what is happening in Trinidad and Tobago. I have won, for the past 9 years, I have won 7 leagues and 6 cups in Leicester City. And it's not easy to achieve that. The last one was last season gone. I've won what we call the Leicester Kingship Cup, which is, you'll find all these high-end academies winning those cups. I am one of the first black coaches to win that cup in over 25 years. And I'm really proud of it. When it comes to qualifications, yes, I'm there. When it comes to experience, I'm 100% there. As I said, I've been around Derby County, Leicester City, Ashton Villa, Peterborough City. These are clubs that are Premier League clubs. Champions League club I've been around for over, what, 6 years now? And the experience is there. The experience is there. As I said, come, judge me on that day, and you'll see what needs to...
So we know that Trinidad and Tobago football has been struggling for about 20 years now, since after the World Cup in 2006. Immediately after the World Cup in 2006, the problems began, and the problems continue right up until now. So it's almost 20 years we've been in crisis mode in Trinidad and Tobago. What are some of the shortcomings that you have noticed in the development in the development of players and in the development of coaches in this country?
I'll firstly start with the coaches. You cannot, my granddad used a phrase, you want to go buy a BMW with bicycle money. It's not going to work. You have to be able to get coaches that understand international development, not local development. I'm not bringing on the coaches who are doing their best, but you have to integrate international coaches into the local coaching to develop a program, to develop a method. One of the questions I've been asking for years, what type of football are we playing in Trinidad and Tobago? Are we playing Brazilian football? Are we playing European football? Are we playing English football? We need to establish what type of football we want to play, firstly. Now, Dwight York came and he's establishing the British football, which I love. And it's working. We just don't have the players of the standard to understand what Dwight York is trying to teach. And so far, amazing. I love what he's doing because I understand the level. So that's where the coaching is. I like the coaches and them to be more open and not closure with thoughts like, oh, this person might come and take my job, this person. Well, no, we need to get out of that nonsense. We need to understand if we want to go international, and only get international, but get internationals that belongs to Trinidad and Tobago because they know will have the heart for their country. I'm not saying don't bring a person from England or Brazil or America. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, do they have the heart for Trinidad and Tobago? That's with the coaches. With the players, there's a attitude of, I have arrived. Chest is all pumped up. We need to pat down. Because when we go over to England and Europe, it's problems. We want to come back home. So we need to deal with that structure of attitude, humbleness, humility to be able to push forward. England will not accept that. Late training. I've been in Trinidad, I'm seeing it. Coach called the training 4 o'clock. Players coming in 4:15. In Tobago, I'm seeing it. I had a tell off a player 2 days ago. He's on phone talking to girls. I'm like, hey, sort yourself. So it's all that structure needs to be there.
Yeah, and this workshop, where is it going to be?
We at Shore Park, Shore Park, Tobago. Friday, which is tomorrow, we're trying to get people 9 a.m. We want to press for about hour and a half. It's mostly for the coaches. I want to be able to explain and express what the program is about, how it's going to benefit you as a coach in Tobago. What you will learn from it. There's so much to learn. How to manage your team, how to manage parents. Because one of the things I observe when there's games in Tobago, parents is on the sideline, parents is coaching their children while the coach is trying to coach. I'll be able to teach you how to deal with those things. And those things is huge. Because you coaching and telling them, I need you to play off the left. Parents is saying, go with the ball, it's conflict. So all of these are things I'll be able to teach within that program. Managing team, managing parents, managing time. All of that would be in the program. So it's important that the coaches come out and put all ignorance aside. Let's move on. Let's press. Let's press.
And what has the interest been like in terms of persons interested in coming to the workshops and the academy? The workshops.
Tobago's been really good. I wouldn't lie. Tobago is better than Trinidad. I'm not going to lie. Trinidad started off really late. The first day was 15 players. Second day was 47, I believe. And then we end up with 76, 78, something like that, numbers in Point Fortin. So the whole of South coming down. Tobago, they shoot off really quick. We had a little setback with little rumors. People saying, "Oh, this guy is fake. He's not real." Maybe some guy trying to come and get money. No, I understand that because it had happened before. For what I understand, people have tried to come in and run programs, take people money, and they didn't show up. So I did some loads of videos on Facebook. Even when I was coming in, I was doing videos telling people, "Look, I'm in the airport," trying to get people more confident in what I'm doing, and seeing me on the ground, because I've been around, seeing me on the ground, it has boosted people coming. Tobago also has a great pool of talent. Great. And I've already seen about 4 that I want to take to Holland. There's a tournament in Del Helga that I want to get Trinbagonians, Trinidad to come in, one team, to go over there, because I have a slot due to the Aston Villa being around, and we got a slot for a Caribbean team. So I'm looking for players from the 13 to 16, 17. We allow 2 17-year-old, 2 16-year-old, and the rest is 13 to 15 to join that team. So I'm looking for these players to come out.
And what's the cost of the workshop?
The workshop is $200, which is nothing. And you get your uniforms. We had a cutout date for uniforms. So a lot of people was after the first. But there is some uniforms. I managed to get some more uniforms. So on that day, everybody will be kitted out. Right? Yeah.
And just give us one last push, one last bit of information concerning the workshop before we wrap up.
Right. Again, it's at Show Park tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday. Saturday, Sunday will be from 9. We're trying to get early as possible to get much as we can get. You can't pay at the door. You can't pay at the gates. You still can do that. Just to let people know, the clubs that comes to the tournament is the clubs or academy that all the balls and goals and stuff that I have coming in, these are the people that will benefit from it.
Right.
Not the ones that will not here, because I want them to understand that this is not a one-off thing. Also, before we go, I'm hosting a tournament in Trinidad with 4 Premier League Academy will be coming to that tournament next year. And I want Tobago to be involved in it. I know people say, "No, we want it in Tobago," but obviously I'm from Point Fortin, so I needed to be there first. But I will be inviting at least 6 clubs from Tobago to take part of this tournament with these 4 Premier League Academy. I have 2 teams from St. Lucia. Grenada will be coming over as well to take part of that tournament. The tournament will be a big tournament. There's loads of scouts.
Right.
Yeah, loads of scouts will be there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, viewers, you heard it. Mr. Sean Elcock, founder of the DEF Academy. They will be having their workshops this weekend, only $200, and you're getting a lot of information, a lot of valuable information. One of the problems that we have in Trinidad and Tobago is that we do not really understand the systems, the football systems in Europe. They're very strict, they're very much regulated, and we need to be able to navigate it and realize that the standard that they demand up there is something that we're very much not accustomed to. So this workshop should be good in helping you understand what it is you need to do as a coach, what it is you need to do in terms of developing your players to give them that seamless transition into Europe. And we want to thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me.
I wish the best for your workshop
Thank you
this
so much.
coming weekend.
Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, we have come to the end of the Tobago Updates morning program, but the Tobago Updates programming does not stop there. We have up next GMT. So do us a favor. Share the live, share the live, share the live. GMT with Chanel Felix is up next.
Challenge 2024! Yeah.
Today is the first day. We walked from Crown Point this morning at 4 to Goodwood Recreation Ground. Tomorrow we resume here at 4 and walk to Charlottesville. The other day we start from Charlottesville to Castara, and the fourth day from Castara to Crown Point. So this is batch 8102. This is an 8102 initiative. And we normally lime, and we are specialists at liming. So this time we're doing something else. We retire very early, and we observe after retirement people go into their own little corner and apparently stop moving. And we want to encourage people to move. We believe that we cannot do things, but we can. So if at this stage, at this age, we can, others will realize that even if they do have to do this on the extreme, you can do something.
Oh, it was great, you know. Listen, any opportunity to be in Tobago is great for me. Doesn't matter what I'm doing anyway. But the walk was really great this morning. And really the goal of this whole exercise is to encourage other vets to really stay active, to set goals and to continue to try and achieve things even as we get older.
It wasn't bad at all, but just coming up the Shangi Hill, I started to get a little pressure because I never train or anything. I just said, as it walking, I walk. It was cool, it wasn't bad at all. I'm looking forward to the second leg. From here, from Goodwood to Charlottesville. To walk around Tobago is a plus for me. I want to walk around Tobago. So I want to make the whole thing.
For me, it's a very good initiative, especially based on the reason, just to show support for all our fallen comrades. And and it's all about, living a healthy lifestyle and just keeping active.
That was a production of the Department of Information, Office of the Chief Secretary, Tobago House of Assembly. LambFest 2025, now in its third year, being the second event on the calendar for the World Food Day celebrations, did not disappoint, as it showcased the culinary skills of our local chefs here on the island. This unique event also saw scores of people eager to taste and enjoy the festivities.
Today we gather not just to celebrate our third annual LambFest, but to honor the hard work, passion, and resilience of Tobago's farmers, chefs, and entrepreneurs who continue to drive our island agricultural success. LambFest is more than just an event. It's a showcase of innovation, community, and the rich culinary heritage that makes Tobago unique. Each dish, each display, and each conversation today tells a story of dedication and progress.
All of this started 3 years ago in my conference room at the Division of Food Security. The Tobago Integrated Livestock Association, they were now forming, and they understood that the small ruminant industry needed to be developed on the island. And I gave them that responsibility of assisting us at the division to develop the small ruminant industry. Because it was non-existent. We hardly had any stock on the farms. And 3 years later, we're now having 3 LambFests in Tobago.
This is the first LambFest where all the meats have been sold out, have been purchased by the caterers. We have 18 caterers on site, and every bit of the meat will purchase. We have no fresh meat. This is the first year, no fresh meat on sale for patrons. So I would say that everything is working in accordance and the market is really developing. I see the LambFest being franchised and possibly being spread out throughout the Caribbean. Who knows, probably international as well.
My name is Gillian. I'm from the UK and I'm staying here for a little while. I was told by my friend that about this lamb fest, and it's fantastic. My first bite, one of many. It's absolutely so delicious.
I think it's a great initiative because it's a interesting spin on approach to food security in a way that I think Tobagonians could relate to. It's a food festival, so everybody comes, with a belly in their hand and a fair amount of curiosity as to what the caterers will present this year. And so far, I'm not disappointed. This is my family.
Well, my experience has been good. The food is excellent. And I suppose when you come here, you will get lamb in different styles that you don't normally do at home. So that's why I come.
That was a production of the Department of Information, Office of the Chief Secretary, Tobago House of Assembly.
You're viewing Tobago Updates Television, your exclusive gateway to Tobago, broadcasting the beauty of this island paradise to the world.
Right here on Tobago Updates. I am your host, Chanel Felix. And guys, whenever you see me sitting here, it's because we're about to have those conversations that you want to have while I ask those questions that you want asked. But before we get into this morning's interesting topics and conversations, let's have our news in 90 seconds. Jaheim vs. Thomas triumphs again in the Soca Titans 2025. Last night at Carnival City in Market Square, with charged energy, patrons witnessed history as Verse clinched Tobago's Soca Titans crown for the second consecutive year. His dynamic performance of Paradise not only thrilled fans, but also made him the first ever artist to win back-to-back titles in the competition's history. Kidani impressed the judges with his Shake It to secure second place, while Tam Tam energized the crowd with Lean and finished third. Additionally, 11 finalists are set to take the stage this evening at Carnival City Market Square for the finals of the Tuco Tobago Calypso Monarch 2025 competition. 10 contenders will challenge reigning 2024 Calypso Monarch Nicole Thomas Clark for the coveted title. The finalists include Alex Tobago Chalky Gift, Delani Baines, Dylan Thomas, Dion Phillips, Giselle Fraser, Jacqueline Reed, Rhonda John, Rosalind Reed, Wendell Frederick, and Wendy Garrick. And finally, Justice Ronnie Boodoo Singh is Trinidad and Tobago's ninth Chief Justice, appointed from Acting President Wade Mark at President's House. This was witnessed by dignitaries including outgoing Chief Justice Ivor Archie. In his address, Boodoo pledged to serve with humanity and strengthen the judicial system, expressing gratitude to Archie for his 18 years of transformative leadership, including the introduction of virtual courts and electronic filing. With a background spanning academia and the Court of Appeal, Budu Singh vowed to build on the legacy of his predecessors and advance judicial excellence. And that was our news in 90 seconds. This morning, we are still in the Tobago Carnival Zone, and we are talking all things Calypso. This morning, I have the privilege of sitting in studio and chatting with Mr. Wendell Sando and Lady IB, Calypsonian from right here in Tobago. No strangers to us here on the island of Tobago and Tobago Updates. Good morning, and welcome.
Good morning, everybody. Morning, Tobago. Morning to the wider world. Special good morning to you, my dear.
Excellent. So you have been in the Calypso game for a long time, and this year is no different. You and your team, you have made sure to keep that Calypso spirit alive going for the Tobago Carnival season. Tell us a bit about the Calypso tent that you guys have been hosting.
We are the entertainers Calypso tent. I think I should mention this is the 40th of Tobago Carnival. And the entertainers has been performing from day one. As a matter of fact, the entertainers Calypso tent is 20 plus years going. And so far, yeah, we are having a great season, I must say special thanks to the artists of the entertainers, who is consistent, money or no money, they are there. And we have newcomers, Nikia, who came forth last night, she's a member of our cast. We have Dave Sampson, we have Tick Sauce, we have Washi, we have Sando, of course, you will hear him this morning, I think. And we have Sir Lancelot, and we have Impulse as special guest artist with us for the season.
Right.
And we're going fine.
Right, and tell us why it was important for you to come together, with the entire team to ensure that there was this Calypso tent happening for the Tobago Carnival.
Okay, there were a void in Tobago. As you have seen last night, there are lots of artists looking for a stage, who cannot get into the mainstream tent in Tobago. And there I came up. As a matter of fact, the entertainers is the people who introduced the first CD tents. Now I see everybody is using no band anymore. But we did that because of finance. We couldn't afford a band. And I sat down and said, wow, so much people, so much talent in Tobago to be exposed, and there's no stage. And this is how the entertainers Calypso tent came into being. And we name the entertainers because we sing wedding, funeral, wake, we sing right through the year. We don't compete in these major competitions because we come out to entertain. We are the entertainers. So, we go around, we rove. In February, the only tent that they take artists from Tobago to Trinidad to perform. I'm talking about outside Skinner Park. Because even some of the artists that live here to go to Skinner Park, only there. But we've been taking Calypso throughout Trinidad and Tobago. And I must say kudos to these artists. Sometimes we have to sleep in inhumane places and things, but they just love what they're doing. And another thing I love about them is that majority of us write our own songs. Songs that you will hear after Carnival. If you check out what is going on, I say Calypso dying. And my mission is to keep it alive. Because you can't tell me that every Carnival you come out with a song, you buy a song, wherever the case may be, and you sing it, and after that it's not until next Carnival. It has people, you have songs, and you need people to hear your songs. And this is what we've been doing over the years.
Right, excellent. And what is your contribution to the Tobago Carnival this year?
Well, of course, we produce Nikia.
Yeah.
And we entertaining people all over Tobago.
All right, so what song have you put out this year? Yeah.
Well, I had so much songs that I didn't really record any song this year.
Okay.
But I have song from I had won the tambourine band that I did for the Tobago Carnival. And I just giving these birds a room, let them sing. I sit down and I feel good hearing them perform.
All right. Well, Mr. Sando, tell us a little bit about
Yeah.
yourself for the persons that don't know you.
Sando, been around for a little while. I started with music away. I used to play with the Boy Louis band in the 80s. And we had a Calypso King competition going on there. And we back up some Calypsonians. So I told, after the show, I told Boy Louis, I said, you know something? I'm writing a song next year. I said, I can do better than most of them guys. He said, you never write most songs? I said, no. And you know what? I wrote this song. It's about mother and daughter. And I came second in the Calypso King competition. And after that, I wrote a tune called Rose. I made top 10 on WIB. Then I came back with a monster song called Party Party. I am the one that make Arrow white people in the party be feeling hot, 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 because I was getting them thunder. A lot of people don't know about that. I am the one that raised the bar, the tempo. Because when I came up with the tempo, explaining, and a lot of guys follow, tell Charlie, hey, sing too fast. Bradley called me on the side, the deceased Bradley. He said, I want you to keep that tempo. And I kept that tempo, and everybody up to my tempo and faster now. So Party Party was a monster jam, monster jam. So then now I have a lot of other songs.
Right.
I have the song that I have right now going, when you come in, I guess you must have heard it.
This year.
And a tune called One Night Jam. Maybe you heard the One Night Jam too. But like I say, you know,
And then how has the tent experience been for you this season? And how has the support been?
Oh, it was good. It was very good as usual. You know, very good. And I want to thank Lady Ivy for bringing me in the tent. She's the one that saw me, and she encouraged me. She said, "Look, I want this man in the tent," and I never disappoint them. And I write my own songs. I don't buy songs. I come up with ideas. Sometimes they say you're crazy ideas.
He's a favorite.
You know?
He's a favorite.
Understood. Well, you know, even as we wrap up the discussion this morning, tell us about, you know, when is the last time that persons can participate in this, the tent, and how can they continue to support the artists even outside of this entertainment tent?
Well, we had Big Dogs tonight. This is our closing show. We was at Spirits in Canaan. We went to Anchors in Mount Irving. We went to Plymouth by Nalandez. And so far, great response. All the artists getting Anchors after Anchors. People need to come out and hear what Tobago have.
Excellent.
You know, last night I sat down and I saw Nikki, she's a first timer. And my pause raised. I said, this is what I am about. Exposing the artists, exposing the talent that Tobago have. Now, you might know because you're now born. It's years we've been coming to have our own carnival. You know, and I think a lot more should be done to encourage these artists. I wish they would bring in a groovy soca competition. Because not everybody could sing in the competition songs, and everybody could sing the fast.
But you know, even as time goes by, the festival will develop and the competition level will,
I intend to bring this forward because one night I can sing Power Soca, and I am definitely not going to compete again until certain things change.
Right.
You know? But we need that.
Yeah, but I'm very, as you hinted it a bit, but I'm interested to know, because you have been, you know, one of the Calypso veterans in Tobago for years.
Yes.
So why haven't you been participating in the Calypso Mona competitions that are taking place currently?
No, I won the first 2 Calypso Queen competition ever held in Tobago. I also won Extempo in Tobago. But we have challenges in our organization that need to be fixed.
Which organization is that?
TUCO.
Oh, TUCO.
TUCO. It needs to be fixed. There's a trend that is going on that is not right.
Okay.
So don't care what song Lady IB sing. Once I face judges, you wouldn't hear me in no competition. because I'm the one that talk out about the ills that is going on. It doesn't worry me. I already make my track record, make my track. They have my track record.
Yeah.
Right? And I represent Tobago in Dominica for the Calypso Queen of the World. I was supposed to be one of the United Sisters. I said, tell you, I was the little sister. I was the young one. And I had my experience. And if I had great songs I faced judges with, and everybody was surprised I didn't get picked. And you see that, I am not going to go through that until certain things have been changed. Equity and everything, transparency, accountability. I am not going to face no judges until these things are fixed.
Understood. But you still spent a lot of your time and your resources into building other artists and encouraging them to put themselves forward. Even if you decide to take a step back, but you have decided to dedicate your life to pushing the next generation.
Course. I started singing in 1987 with Calypso Rose, Superstar Tent. And they took us all over Trinidad and Tobago for nothing. But the exposure was great. And I know if you come and see some people who just started, people take them as kicks and they become serious Calypsonians now. I'm trying to encourage them to go take part in the competition, but they don't want to. After being victimized for years, they don't want to take part. So the best I could do, I want my legacy to be that I did something for Calypso, and I'm going to continue until my last breath to help to expose these young people.
Excellent. Well, even as we go, remind persons why it's important to come out tonight at Big Dogs and support the initiative.
Tonight, Big Dog, 8 p.m. sharp. We have me, of course, Lady IB. I does MC and everything one time. Sando, Tick Sauce, Washi, Dave Sampson, Nikia. We have a young guy from Dallas, Rosemary. We have Sir Lancelot. We have a nice crew. And so far, we've been doing a good job. I feel good from the response we gain from the public. So tonight, Big Dog is the place to be.
Excellent. Well, guys, we want to thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thank you for having us.
And I want to say thank you to you for the work that you've dedicated to pushing the next generation of Calypsonians.
I'm still relevant.
In Tobago.
Yes.
Will always be.
Yes.
So, guys, we want to thank you so much for sticking with us this morning. Thank you so much for your likes, your shares, your comments, and all that you have been doing and continue to do to make Tobago Updates the #1 broadcaster here on the island of Tobago. Again, I am Chanel Felix, and have a safe Tobago Carnival season, and remember to stay prayed up as you traverse the roads this weekend. Offer a little grace to other drivers and be very vigilant. Drive for you and for others. Have a great day.
Happy Carnival.
We are people in